Oh, welcome. Ah! Oh, sorry. I forgot about you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Crusader Kings 3 with I regularly uploading productions, yeah? See how long that goes on for. So now that we've moved past creating awful characters, I really want to get into the game and show you, well, how to not really break it, or destroy it. You see, over the past few videos, I've, led on a few tricks that I've showed throughout the video, but now I want to show just how much you can absolutely destroy the game by doing them all. I'm not talking about no cookie cutter, look at me breaking the game meme. I'm talking about just absolutely destroying it for no good reason whatsoever other than to watch the world burn, which has been my motto ever since I came out of the womb, funnily enough. And let's be real, ever since I did come out of the womb, it's not been very good on this planet since, really, has it? But before we get into it, here's a quick word from today's sponsor. That's right, I'm going to give a big shout out today to our sponsor, Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN dedicated to protecting your online information and keeping your privacy secured away from prying eyes. Surfshark can protect all your information and data online, keeping you secure when you're browsing the interweb. On top of keeping all your information secure online, you can also access content that is not available in your area with a click of a button. Especially when we're entering into a time period on the internet where more and more stuff like websites, streaming services, or even newspapers are becoming region locked, it's best that you get yourself a VPN now to get all the content available to you. You can actually use Surfshark's whitelister as well, which will allow certain apps and websites that you use to actually go through their VPN and bypass it completely, which means you can keep it on at all times for websites that you don't trust and the ones you do. And on top of that, Surfshark is the only VPN currently that will allow you to use one account across all of your devices. That's right, you can even kick Grandma off her iPad because it's time to go ahead and start surfing securely, Grandma. You use it on your TV, your PC, your mobile device, get it on every. And with the code ISP, you can sign up today and get yourself 83% off plus an extra 3 months for free. And with their 30-day money-back guarantee, there is no risk whatsoever for trying it out. Signing up right now, clicking the link in the description. And with that, I want to say a big thank you to Surfshark. Get yourself protected online today. Well, so good at destroying the game. I didn't even make it into the map before everything went. What is going on? Hey, here we are. Welcome to the Isles under me, yo, Ivar the boneless. Sorry, I got boners on the mind. So the cool thing about playing as the Isles is you get yourself a hefty 5,000 troops to start off with, not including your levy. Now, you do actually start in 2 wars, but they're not really any bother for us because we are about to make this game our female dog. So the Isles, unsurprisingly, are pretty easy. Just like it's actually recommended in the startup screen, it's not a hard game, especially when you can immediately subjugate the King of Scotland, which, can't say I did or did not do. And next up, with our new conquered land, there's not a lot we can do because the control's quite low, so we might as well go ahead and start causing chaos. Now, if you've been watching my videos quite closely, you'd know immediately that you should be worried of my 39 intrigue. I didn't even pay anyone. I've already got a 64% chance on the King of West Francia. It's going to be a fun one. Now, obviously, we have our beautiful Norse religion, which is great, other than the fact it makes you a little tribal chieftain man, which, if you are already a feudal kingdom, it's not too good if you end up converting to that. Now, you also want to make sure you go ahead and start paying people to join your plot, and as I've told you before, if you actually keep the game paused while you send out the bribes, you will go into debt, but you can send them all out at once, which is excellent. Also, you want to get your best spy master that you can, which I would get this guy, but he hates my guts, and then you want to make sure they're on support schemes so you get even more of a buff. Oh. Hey, King Charles. Welcome to Scotland. Right, now, to leave Scotland, you're going to have to join my cult, which, well, I think anyone would be willing to do to leave Scotland. And, just to be safe, we'll also go ahead, kidnap his heir, and make him convert to our weird religion, too. You look at that. 2 seconds later, France isn't looking too good, really. But the best part is, if you simply go ahead and stack your intrigue, when you find people with low intrigue, it's very easy to go ahead and kidnap them. Especially, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you want to go ahead and make sure you find the best wife with the best highest intrigue you possibly can, and then set her to be your core intrigue, which gives you I'll give you a ridiculous amount of intrigue. There you go, King of East Francia. Don't mind if I go ahead and, well, teach you a thing. Oh, he won't join. Don't worry. If they're reluctant to convert, just go ahead and torture them. And eventually, they will come around. But until then, we best go ahead and kidnap his heir too. Unsurprisingly, his 2-year-old son doesn't quite understand what Scotland is or the Norse god. So he's very willing to accept anything as long as I, you know, take him out the dungeon. And, you know, at that point, we don't even need his dad. If we want to throw the world into turmoil, we'll just put his 2-year-old Norse son in control. And we could do that by, you know, or killing him. There you go. It's the Norse 2-year-old ruler of East Francia. Oh, there you go. Had a fun time as King Ivar, but well, he's dead. Now we got King Redface. It's nothing like watching the world fall apart right in front of you. So we want to go ahead and abduct the Byzantine Emperor, and we're going to need some help from the man himself, Sim Sam. There you go. Think you need to ditch that orthodox crap and join the rest of Europe in, well, going into complete chaos. We'll also welcome you to the party by immediately raiding your capital too while we're here. Oh, well, didn't last too long, did it? Oh, King of Bavaria is a dwarf with 1 intrigue, which means I have a 95% chance of kidnapping him. I'd probably just run up to him with a giant net and just shoot. So, after you have well and truly border-gored Europe into oblivion, why not go ahead and, well, do that all over again, really? For this, we're going to need a hell of a lot of piety, so bear with. Usually you can tell if you've been doing it right if Africa has gone ahead and killed the Pope. Usually, that's a good sign. Now, once we've got a bunch of piety, we want to go ahead and convert to a religion that has centers of religion, holy sites around us, which is insular for us, as that's the Celtic version of Christianity or whatever. And we're going to go ahead and do that. And most of our vassals will convert, except one of them, who's going to take an unfortunate trip down the stairs. All right, we got the piety, we got the religion. Now it's time to destroy the religion and make a whole new one. You would think it'd be a bit hard to, you know, create a whole new religion or a kind of sect of said religion. But if Henry VIII could do it, I don't think your boy of Hemmingson of Scotland will have any problem whatsoever. There you go. The tier 4, tier 3 subscribers schism. And I obviously showed this off in the last video, but the way we've reformed our religion is with communion, lay clergy, and all that good stuff, which one, it allows us to actually control temple holdings, which is good because they actually give you more piety. Kind of self-explanatory, really. And 2, it also allows you to be head of the faith and actually keep it and have it be an inheritable title, which is even better when you have communion, which means that people can seek indulgences from the head of the faith. So they'll give the head of the faith gold to, you know, say sorry for that hooker they slept with. But it doesn't stop just there, because obviously we now have our new religion of tier 3 subscribers, but there's not a lot of people to follow it. In fact, they're all following the old religion that I forced upon them by, well, kidnapping them. But there are also kind of benefits within benefits in this religion. Number 1 being, if we are polygamous and we allow divorce, it's always allowed, we could basically always switch out our wives for ones that we want in better times. So obviously we got this woman for well, the simple fact that we needed her to up our piety, but now that we're done with her, we can simply get rid of her and swap her in for a newer model. And of course, when you're also in a polygamous religion, you also have 3 other wives anyway, so you can just switch them out as you want. Now, I know I came a knocking a few years back and sold you this old religion, but guess what? I got a brand new model, baby. There we go. Welcome to Scotland. Your dynasty's been here too many times. Hey, look at that. Not a moment's notice. So we've already got people in France giving us money all over the place. We've got this guy down here in our own land giving us money. We've got people everywhere giving us money because they love our cult. Religion. The best part is, I didn't pick just one trait that's overpowered. I definitely picked another one. Have you ever been too lazy to continue your war with Denmark? Well, for the cheap cost of abducting the Queen of Denmark, you can win the war easy. All you have to do is follow all my previous cheesing tactics, click the abduct button, and it's 100% war score, baby. You won the war. There you go. Just annexed all of Denmark. Of course, I wasn't actually too interested in holding Denmark, so instead I released it and married my son to the current queen after taking all their Irish land, which I think is a much better deal than having to deal with Danes. Damn! Byzantine Empress is, yeah, you're a lucky man. You're real... Alright, we got a whole bunch of Europe back under our religion. The new tier 3 subscribers. That's right, we're pretty damn cool. But now it's time to unleash our big secret weapon. Armed pilgrimages. That's right, because if you are head of the faith and you've gone ahead and done armed pilgrimages, guess what? You're the Pope and you can call crusades. So why not call one on Sweden and kick them out of England? So the crusades work just like they do for Catholicism, where both sides of the religion on the opposing sides can actually join. And as you can see, loads of my vassals have all decided to go for a little crusade of England. Oh, it's one way to get a kingdom. You know, another cool thing about you being your own head of faith is that if you really want some land, you know, and someone's holding it that you don't want, you can just go ahead and excommunicate them. And then you have a righteous imprisonment on them and can revoke their titles. It's definitely not, you know, corrupt or anything. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, you've gone ahead, you've converted most of the world to your really weird religion, you've kidnapped people God knows how many times, and you have an endless supply of money. What else do you want? I don't know. Prestige? That's right. There's only one real way to conquer prestige in this game. Some might say endlessly divorcing might be it, but nah, that's kind of chump change. I got a much better idea, and it revolves around the power of love. That's right. All you gotta do is a bit of romancing. It's pretty simple. Ah, yes. Ingrid won't resist my charms for long. Look at my Pope hat and my face, because I'm so goddamn drunk. You know, like 150 prestige for defeating someone else who was trying to get into Ingrid's pantaloons. I mean, that's pretty impressive. But it's not a lot though, it's just 150. Oh! Every time I close my eyes, I see Empress Ingrid's face. Sleep will not come. I cannot wait another moment. Cloaked in the shadows, I make my way to the garden outside her living quarters. The sight of Ingrid's chamber window makes my heart stutter. So close and yet so... But wait! Who is that climbing up the tower? The shady figure stops by Ingrid's window and unlatches the shutters. Ingrid! My queen! My tier 3 sub is gonna save you! That's right. Arch Abbot Burley Hemmingson of tier 3 subscribers Church Council. He's gone ahead, he saved her, and he got a 1,500 prestige for doing so. Oh my lord. So yeah, every time you complete a romance scheme, you get 1,500 prestige if you're an empire. I think it's 750 if you are a kingdom, and then like 350 if you're a duke. So there's actually a way to make it even more successful by going down the gallant trait and going into romance, which you never have to worry about prestige ever again. There you go, another 1,500 prestige in the bag. And the best part is, unlike the old method of just constantly divorcing your wife to do this, you can simply do it this way and then divorce them afterwards and then get a new wife to romance, and you get way more prestige. Come on, everyone. It's not hard to do. If you're gonna break the game, do it right. Well, that's if you're following a religion that's polygamous and you've followed all the steps, you know, prior to this. You should have a pretty disgusting game, just like what's going on here, if you're doing it right. Also, here's another thing. If you have had someone excommunicated in your religion, or you've had someone requested to be excommunicated and they want to make themselves repent, then you can actually do that. And you get 350 prestige for everyone that comes back to you. That's right, we're swimming in it. Also, yeah, I've not been showing it, but you get these indulgences of 100 gold of people paying off their sins pretty much all the time. You can leave the game unpaused, and there you go. Well, there's someone getting their excommunicated lifted. You know, you unpause for a little bit longer. Just, yeah, give it a minute. There you go. Got another it goes on forever. Also, here's like another tip. Once you get an empire title, make sure that you give out your kingdoms to people. Simply for the fact, if you've also kept following my current guide to destroying the game, you can go ahead and make it much easier for them not to rise up against you by simply going ahead and marrying off one of your sons or into their dynasty like I'm doing right here. It gets you an alliance and they immediately can't join any factions against you. Yeah. And with polygamy, which we have loads of children to spare and no revolt. So here's a good example. I've just died, I've moved to another character, and look at that, the King of Scotland really wants to break free. So I'm just going to go ahead and marry my 20-year-old brother to his 1-year-old daughter. And just like that, he can no longer join any factions against me. It's that simple. Why do you all struggle with this? Oh, apparently I'm a cannibal. So you might be asking, now that you don't have to worry about revolts, money, or just about anything, well, what's the point of playing the game? And my character's asking the exact same thing, as he's now depressed thinking about it. I guess the only real downside is you constantly have to listen to the sound of indulgences coming through at the top of the screen. It gets a little bit annoying, but you get used to it. Also, a pretty cool thing you can do whenever you've mined all the piety in the world is actually consecrate your bloodline, which means, congrats, I'm now the Divine. There you go, Arch Abbot Hemming the Divine of tier 3 subscribers. What a man! You get this cool trait as well. That also put our fervor all the way up, so, you know, time for a crusade against the Byzantine. There you go. When has plundering Byzantium in a crusade ever been a bad thing? Oh, I can also restore Dane law, which gives me the nickname the Dane, which is probably not what I want considering I'm Swedish. Yeah, there you go. We've taken Constantinople, we've taken all our holy sites, now we've taken Rome. I think that is where we probably should leave it. So yeah, I have a lot of fun with CK3, and I also have a lot of fun, well, turning the HRE into the HRE without the HRE. But yeah, if you wanted to know a few tips and tricks to essentially make this game a lot easier, feel free to take any of these and, well, do what I did. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, hit subscribe button down below. There's gonna be way more CK3 content on this channel, so if you want to see more, you know, hit the sub button. But till next time, guys, I'll catch you around.